Hi.
We're live.
Hey guys. We're going?
Yeah,
we're good.
We're here. We're good.
Oh, we get to say hi to everybody.
We haven't built an audience yet, but that's okay. They're coming.
We can wait for
Yeah, they're coming.
that.
We'll just look really cute on camera. That's weird.
So I guess since we're going to put this on YouTube, do you want to introduce ourselves?
Oh boy. Yeah, you can start. Would you
Okay.
like to start?
Hello, everybody. Oh, we got one person.
Oh, it's probably my mom. Hi, Mom.
So thanks guys for getting on here. My name is Julie Stevens. I'm a senior executive director with Monate. I'm also a founding partner. I've been in since pre-launch, so 2.5 years now since I've been in. Our team now does about $9 million in sales, if you guys can just comprehend that. That's a number that I still can't comprehend. I still feel like I'm making very small portions of money compared to what I am making now. But I only tell you guys that because anybody can do this. And so I'm going to pass it on to, let's do Sarah.
Mm-hmm.
I brought in Sarah about 2 years ago. And she is my first frontline senior executive director. So I'm going to let her introduce herself.
My name is Sarah Reed, and I am also a senior executive director. Like Julie said, I've been with the company for 2 years now, and I'm a retired hairstylist. I never intended this business to turn into what it has, but it has. And like Julie said, anybody can do this because I had no experience prior to Monate indirect sales or sales. This was just something that I was looking to supplement my income and maybe take the sting out of my rent at the salon. I really was not intending it to ever replace my income, but it absolutely has. And I am Brittany's upline, so I'll let Brittany introduce herself. I know all of you guys in here know her, but we're going to be putting this video on YouTube, so we want to make sure that people know who this beautiful face is.
I'm excited. I'm Brittany Pillars. I've been a part of Monate for just shy of 5 months. I am a newbie, but I've been blessed with outstanding leadership. I've been able to follow their lead and create a very, very successful team of ladies who are also following in our footsteps. I just recently became an associate executive director. I can't believe I'm saying that. I think that's the second time I've ever said that. And it's a wonderful journey, and I started the business not knowing I was going to do it as a business, and it fell in my lap. I saw that I wasn't selling a product, people were coming to me to buy a product, and from there it has skyrocketed and I haven't looked back, so it's now my full-time income.
That's amazing.
It's good stuff.
We're very, very proud of her.
Thanks, guys.
And a lot like Brittany, I didn't think that I could do this when I came in. I never saw myself as a senior executive director, and looking back, you know, I really wish that I started respecting my business like I was going to be a senior executive director. Looking back, had I started thinking that way right away, I probably would have been here a lot sooner with a lot less heartache, a lot less tears, you know, because let's be honest, this business isn't always going to be easy, right? There's going to be some struggles along the way. And so we wanted to get together and help you guys to see that, the big picture, but also help support you with some tools and resources that are going to help to get you there.
And you guys got to understand, we all come from 3 different backgrounds. I was a stay-at-home mom. I was a college failure. Sarah was a business owner in the salon, a hairdresser. You know, Brittany's done her own business. You guys, every single walk of life can do this. So it doesn't matter where you come from. It just matters where you're going. So the vision that you want in your business is something that you're going to have to create no matter where you come from. And the second that you start creating it is whenever you start getting on that path. And it seems complicated sometimes, but just remember that this is a very simple system. I always tell people, you can be creative with how you get people. And I mean getting people as in influencing people to join your business, but don't be creative with getting them started in the business. So simplify everything down, and Sarah is going to cover some of those things, and we're going to go over agenda, because an agenda was something that really helped simplify my business too. Or else there's no way that we could have done the sales that we've done or had the leaders that we have today unless we simplified it.
Yeah, and I can attest to that because I know I've said this to you guys quite a bit. When I came in, I hit MMB within 4 weeks. Pretty big rank, pretty big accomplishment. Was really excited, but I stayed there for a year and a half. I mean, imagine staying stagnant in your business for a year and a half, wondering what you were doing wrong. How can I make this better? And some of the things that I wasn't doing is what we're going to talk about with you guys today, and you guys will want to replicate this within your business too. Once I started doing this stuff, you guys, huge explosion in my business. And you know, Julie came and taught me. I taught it to my teams. We've taught it to Brittany.
Which has happened today.
Yeah.
I came to them going, okay, I've hit director. What's next? Because my goal is to go above and beyond SCD. What's next? There's got to be more rings out there. Let's make them. And so we literally wrote down and spent an afternoon of these two ladies pouring into me so that I can teach it to you, and then you teach it to your people on down the line. And that's truly how it works, because you're going to run into these crossroads and go, I don't know what I'm doing. Well, you need to learn so that you can teach the next person. And that's truly how this business works. And so what you guys are going to be taught today comes from what they're teaching me. They're still teaching me. And even in this video, they're teaching me while we're teaching you.
And to edify that, anything that you guys learn, you are good enough to teach this stuff. And that's something that I never felt like I was able to do. And that's why my business stayed stagnant for 18 months in the business as well. I didn't feel like I was good enough to teach this stuff until I finally decided, you know what, get out of my own way.
Yeah.
If I was taught it, then why do I keep it to myself? If this stuff you guys are learning today, teach it to other people. You guys are good enough to teach it. Anything that's good, that's edifying to your business, that you feel like you have an aha moment, teach it to other people. You might not feel good enough, but you are definitely good enough. If you hear it one time, you can teach it and share it with other people.
So do you want to cover with your team the new team agenda that you have?
That sounds good.
Okay.
So here in our team, if you're watching this on YouTube, we have team pages, and each team page varies a little bit. But here in my team called Pillars to Success, that's my frontline, and everybody in my whole organization, we all work together. So what we have come up with is a process of consistency, and that's really helped me. So the first thing that I want to tap on is every Sunday at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, we'll have what's called onboarding. Onboarding is when you're new and when you're coming in and you're going, whoa, what is this? Where it's kind of like going into a new kitchen, a gourmet kitchen, and going, this looks so scary. No, you just need to know where the forks, the knives, the plates are, and the food. That's all you need to know, and how to serve people. That's it. So that's pretty much what onboarding is. But truthfully, I'm onboarding myself constantly. These ladies did it with me today. It does not matter where you're at in your business. You always want to look at these key points. So if you're curious about what onboarding is, or you know what it is, and you would like to onboard yourself again, go back in the archives and watch it again. Because at some point you're going to teach your people how to onboard. So that's going to be every Sunday at 9 p.m. here in this group, or if you're watching on YouTube, in any one of the groups that you have been introduced to. The next thing that we're going to be doing every Tuesday at 9 p.m. is team training. This is going to be a wide array of things. Last week or last month we did question and answer time. That was a great way for us to tap on product knowledge, onboarding, teaching your team. I mean, I'm talking anything. It's basically going to help your business grow. If you can't tune in, make sure you go back and watch it. The next thing that we're introducing, and this is something that these ladies poured into me today, is a welcome Zoom. I know you guys have heard of Zoom. What the heck is that? I didn't know what it was until I started utilizing it. It is an app that you download on your phone called Zoom. You go in there and it's a face-to-face meeting. It's a giant conference call where there can be conversations held via text. There's someone speaking. When someone else speaks, their face lights up and you talk about it. It's a great thing to join in and watch. So we're going to have a welcome Zoom for new market partners. This is different than onboarding. This is where we're going to capture for each person individually a little bit more of a nurturing environment where we can go, why are you here? What can I connect with you? How can I help you soar? How much money are you looking to make? It's more of an intimate private meeting for each individual and a small group of individuals to really tap on how we as leaders can help address your success and where you want to go with this. The next thing that we're going to do, that was every other Saturday for new market partners, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. And then, this is a really new thing that we're going to do, and it's incredible. And it's really an honor if you get to go on this Zoom call, is the Leadership Zoom call. And that is for MMBs and above. And this is going to be the first Sunday of every month at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. And what we're going to tap on in this meeting is leadership and how to duplicate when you get up to these ranks, how to teach your team to do the same. And they're very special. We tap on some really incredible things. So if you aren't to that rank yet, work on getting there because you're going to want to be in these Zoom meetings. So that's our schedule right now. I'm going to post this to our team page so that you guys can look at it and see exactly what is available to resources. But please dig into your team, your uplines. Your group page is your hub. It is where if you can't get a hold of somebody, you go there, because if you can't get a hold of one person, you can get a hold of 18 to 20 at one time in that team page. That's a great place to find those resources.
Yeah, absolutely. And I want to stress the importance of team participation within this team page. You know, Brittany is, you know, an amazing leader. She's just one person. We can all learn so much from each other when everybody is sharing their experiences and when other people are stepping up. So, you know, Julie and I have offered the suggestion that with these onboardings, with the Zooms, you know, you guys definitely want to be stepping up for this stuff.
Come on.
Yeah.
You do it. Let's do it. Come on.
Let's do it.
Your teams want to see you leading. We want to see new and fresh faces. And this is honestly how you develop leadership. Because had Julie not pushed me out of the nest a little bit and said, okay, Sarah, you've got to start leading your team, I don't know if I would be in this position that I am today. It taught me confidence. It taught me that I was capable, that I was worthy, that I could do this stuff. And so you guys are going to be expected to participate.
I'm going to start picking you. Because I also want your people coming in. You know, there's sometimes people get caught up on a name or an associated reason that they know who I am or any one of these ladies and go, oh, well, she can do it because of XYZ. No, anybody can do this. I'm talking anybody. And so I want you ladies to see your leaders doing it in this group, because everyone at some point is going to start stepping up and, you know, sharing any kind of teaching, basically participating and giving and feeding into this group, because it's not just about one person. It's not just about me. It's about every one of us collectively.
I totally agree. So, Julie, do you want to touch on this about being new and utilizing the resources that the company provides for us?
Absolutely, because this is actually something that really allowed me to live a life.
Amen.
Okay, so here in network marketing, this is different. You can work smarter, not harder. And how do you think that making $10,000 in sales you can use the same exact skills and things alongside with these trainings that these ladies are talking about, doing the same thing over and over that will create you a $10 million team. If you made $1,000 a month, you can make $100,000 a month. That's something I have learned by experience. So I'm going to tell you guys how you yourself and how you can teach your guys how to basically grow without peddling all those hard things. So some things that are very important. And you guys, I didn't make this stuff up. I got it straight from the experts, straight from Teresa Epps, our regional sales manager, who's Sarah's regional sales manager now. She used to be in Oklahoma, but now we've got a new one, April Price, in Oklahoma. But the company has these trainers that train us these things. Every time I would go to ask them a question, they would say, go look in your back office. And I was like, well, I was hoping you would just give me the answer. Well, it doesn't work that way. You know, if somebody was asking me every single question that they came across, yes, I do want to help you guys. I do. However, if I am on a call or something like that, your business would stop if I can't respond to you, right? So I'm going to show you guys right now. Utilizing these tools and resources, the biggest one that you're going to love is the resource library in your back office. Because honestly, if it's back there, then it will help you. If there's something that you're running into in the business that you're stuck on, it's there. So go through there. It's underneath tools. So if you guys don't know how to log in, you go to your website, you click login, you put in your username, your password, click on tools, go to resource library. There are tools in there. There's PDF files. There's all of these resources available to you guys in order to learn what you need for this business. We have Market Partner Academy. This is a huge one, a huge, huge one. You guys, they spent a fortune. They spent a fortune in making this Market Partner Academy. You go through that training, and guess what else? On onboarding, everything that you guys learn in onboarding, you're going to learn it again in the Market Partner Academy. And the reason why, and plus more, don't worry, you're not just going to learn that. But the reason is because it takes several days to learn a habit. For some, it's 28. For me, it's 28 years. So, I mean, you need to learn how to create these habits over and over and over again. So the Market Partner Academy is something that you guys will want to go through and learn those things that they do have, because the company sets everything out there for you to be successful. Okay, Tony Van Schoik, she is the first person to sign up in the company. How do you think she got to the top? It was through the resources that the company showed her. She didn't have an upline to go to.
Yeah.
You know, she was busy too. I mean, I could not hardly get a hold of Tony or Ann Fisher half the time. They were building their organizations. So remember this. You guys don't have to have an upline to be successul. You need a downline. So remember that.
Ooh, that's amazing.
That's a good one.
Whoa, that should be on a shirt.
You don't need a downline.
Don't look up,
or
look
you
down.
don't need an upline, you need a downline.
Yes.
So that's really important, because honestly, I couldn't have done it if I waited on Tony and Ann to answer all my questions.
That's true.
You know, I got them once every 4 days. We did a call. And that was it. I got the opportunity to talk to Tony one time every few days because she was so busy building her organization. Okay.
Well, and I'd like to also tap on that. You know, I've only been in this for 4 or 5 months. And when I get a bunch of new people that are maybe 3 months and newer asking me questions, I go and find the answer in the resource library and then tell them where I found the answer. Because most of the time, if I don't have the question, I have to ask somebody, and I'm not going to ask them. So I'm going to go find it for you and then show you where I found it, so that next time you have a direct pathway to answer that question immediately. So you don't have to wait 4 or 5 days to get in touch with any one of us.
Yep. Because sometimes we want to move a lot faster than the answers that we can get.
Yes.
So it is really important to kind of know where it is also, because let's face it, if you have 20 people in your front line, 100 people in your front line, you know, you can't be peddling all these questions all day long. I mean, we want to, trust me, most of the time we are giving our time to our people. Trust me, we are giving most of it. But we also want you guys to have a life, to live your life with your husbands, your spouses, your kids, your family. You know, that's what this whole business is all about, is to be able to do that. So the faster you guys learn this stuff, the better. But go to your back office and check out those tools and resources that they have available and learn as much as you can. And like Brittany says, teach others to do the same thing. You know, we didn't come up with this stuff.
And the retention is going to be so much higher. So if I have market partners who are coming to me asking me the same question over and over and over again, most likely I need to develop some kind of duplicatable tool that I can just send them to a video. So instead of me answering that question over and over and over again, which is taking up so much time that I could be focusing on bringing in new team members or VIP customers, I can just send them right to that video and they can get the answer. But the same thing goes with the resource library. You guys, if you're looking for the answer and you've had to work for it, most likely it's going to stick.
Yeah.
It sticks.
It does. If you had to work for it, you're going to remember it much easier than if you had just texted Julie or Brittany or myself and asked the question. So I recommend that for you guys who are bringing in new people too. Don't feel like you have to have all the answers. Don't be afraid to say, hey, I know that it's in the resource library. Go check it out. This is how you get there. So utilize the tools and resources that the company provides for you, because this is where, when we say duplicatable, these are the things that make our businesses duplicatable.
And don't worry, we are going to be connected with you guys. You know, we're not expecting you guys to be orphans in this business. We want to know your why. And this is part of onboarding. This is why onboarding, whenever onboarding was left out in my business stopped.
Mine too.
It is 100% facts. If you guys aren't onboarding people yourself, and the reason why you need to do this is because that's where you do get connected with people. You know, I don't know why Sarah wants to do this business. I might know her as a friend, but I don't know her as a successful business owner or where she's going until I know her why and how much income she wants to make, how much time she wants to put into it. And that's part of the onboarding system. So that is where you're going to connect with us. Because honestly, I feel like I know somebody right off the bat. As soon as I sign somebody up, I'm like, okay, well, tell me your why. Oh my gosh, I feel like I just made a best friend. When someone tells you your heart, like, that's where you guys connect. So don't feel like we are disconnecting from you guys. We're just telling you how to work your business really a lot faster. Right. And because we want you guys to be successful, or else we would not be on here right now talking to you all. So it's really, really important. The team pages can be overwhelming. However, this is a way to simplify how to make sure that you are plugged into the team pages when they are helpful. If you need to, take off notifications for some of the posts. If you don't want notifications going off constantly, okay, you can take off notifications. But if Brittany posts something in there and Sarah posts something in there, they're only posting it to help your business. So just remember, if you guys are wanting to be successful in the business, make sure you're plugging into the team page. I would have not been able to do what I've done without communication with my team, and that is where the communication is going to happen. So make sure you guys are plugged in there. The Meet Monate Live, this is one of my favorite subjects because it's made me the most income.
It's amazing.
Oh my gosh. Let me give you an example of how I recruit people. If you guys are wanting to hear how I get my market partners, trust me, this works. When someone asks me about Monate, I ask them first, do you want more information on product, business, or both? If they say both, more than likely they're going to say both, okay? I say, have you ever seen a Meet Monate Live? I'm sorry if you can hear the lawnmower in the background.
Doing work.
I'm stoked he's mowing the lawn.
Come on, hubby. It's all right.
I'm not going to stop him.
Little background music doesn't hurt.
So what I do is I ask them if they have seen a Meet Monate Live presentation, just assuming that they have, right? If they haven't, guess what? I'm going to say, okay, now here's the tricky part, you guys. Make sure you tell them if you're interested in the business, I'm going to tell you why I'm telling you about the Meet Monate Live. The reason why I want you to go watch this is because you are going to use it anytime someone wants to know about the business. So what did I just do? I just trained them before they even signed up. Because people will come into the business the same exact way that they will expose the business and do the business the same exact way that they were exposed.
Even if they're not trying to.
Right.
That's the only way they know.
Right. So in order to show people how to do the business, show them how to do the business by exposing them that way. So for an example, I was really tired one morning. It was 6 o'clock in the morning. I went to bed at 2 o'clock. I saw that I had a message request in my folder, in my Facebook folder. You guys make sure you're checking your message requests because you might get people from there. And the girl asked me, you know, hey, I've been interested in the business for a little bit. Can you tell me more about it? I asked her, because I was tired, and trust me, even if I wasn't tired, I'd do this anyway. I was like, have you ever seen a Meet Monate Live video? And she says, no, I haven't. And I said, oh my gosh, okay, well, let me go show you what this is. I'm going to tag you in it real quick, and then I want you to watch that, and I'm going to answer and go further into detail about it. So I went and I added her to the group, the Meet Monate Live group. I tagged her in a video, and I went back to sleep.
Click, 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 click,
The
click, click.
girl messaged me after she was done, and she's like, I'm in. So what did I do? I freed up my time. The whole point of doing network marketing is so you can have a life and have more free time, not so you can have more time working. So I want you guys to realize, like, I'm trying to simplify your business, because if you guys look stressed, overworked, and unhappy, nobody will join your business. Nobody. So make sure you guys are using simple tools that will duplicate, because duplication is going to be your best friend. So that girl asked me about it, and then I went into further detail right there. I started onboarding her before she signed up. I said, okay, well, tell me a little bit about yourself. You know, why are you interested in the business? You know? And then by the time she told me why she was interested, she had already told me how much time she can dedicate. Wow. She told me she had a 60-hour job, so 60 hours a week, so I knew she didn't have very much time. And she said, I just need to make a little bit of money to cover my rent and my car payment, and honestly, I would be happy. I just found out how much money she wanted to make, how much time she needed, she had to spend, and then also her why. I onboarded her right there. And then guess what? I was like, okay, well, start thinking of a contact list. The next step is to go in and sign up. The reason why this is important is because I think it's 40% of Americans today can write a $500 check. 40% have enough money to sign up in your business today. So just because they came to you and they're ready to work the business, it doesn't mean that they have to click that join button right there. Because Eric Worre says, and he's one of the greatest trainers of all time, he says, it doesn't matter when people sign up. It matters when they make that decision. Yeah. So I just helped her make that decision that this is something that she wants to move forward with. For me personally, I heard about Monate. I said no for several days. And then I found out that I wanted to do it. It took me 4 or 5 days to figure out how I was going to come up with a payday loan to get started. Okay, 4 days. What did I do in those 4 days? I went through my contact list and I started contacting people. So that way, the first day I signed up, I made $750. I made my money back the very first day. I did not wait for the time for me to hit join, for me to start working the business. And the same thing can apply to you guys. Now, you will have some people that want to wait a little bit. They want to get their product pack in. They want to look at the brochures.
That's
and
just
smell
their
them.
style. That's just their style.
That's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
But I'd rather I'd rather get a paycheck by the time I get my product pack. So you're
And
gonna.
it's a big one. It's a big one.
A big one. And if you guys run like your hair's on fire, the sky is the limit. They don't stop paying you. Okay, so you guys can just keep doing this. So to simplify what I just told you guys, use the Meet Monate live videos and then start onboarding them right there. Because that is all part of our system. And if you guys simplify the system down like that, you just threw them in the wheel of the system and you'll have duplication. It simplifies it down. You can make more money simplifying things down. You can have more time freedom.
Yes.
You can have more joy. You can have more fun hanging out with your friends like we did today. Honestly, we did go over this for a little while, but you guys have been here since noon.
Yeah.
Just hanging out. You guys want to have that fun in your business, or else
Refreshing.
nobody will join you. So, and shoot, you want time. You just want time freedom. That's the whole thing.
And the thing with the Meet Monate group is that, like Julie was saying, you want to get started right away. You want to make your money back right away. You don't. I tell my market partners, don't wait for your product back to get here. Hit the ground running right away. And with the Meet Monate Curiosity group and the live group, so there's 2 different Meet Monate groups. Either one, pick one. They're both effective. But those groups, you don't have to have all of the answers.
Exactly.
You can be 2 hours into the business and go, I have no idea what I'm talking about. I just know that I watched this awesome video and that's how I got in.
Yeah.
So I'm going to show you how to watch it too. So you don't have to have all of the answers. This will help you get going right away.
And I think this is why, being a young success, I've only been in, like I said, for 5 months. I had people on hour 2 of when I joined wanting to join with me, okay? And so I plugged them in where they said to plug them in. So I literally have girls on my team that were 2 days or 2 hours behind me joining, and they're at the same, they're just moving with me. And so that's where don't wait. I mean, you just don't wait. You just keep going.
Yeah, absolutely.
You run like your hair is on fire, and this will pay off. I promise you. You don't have to know the answers. And here's the thing. You guys might be in for now a couple months or a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Go watch those videos, too, because every time you watch them, you're going to learn something
Watch
new.
it again. Yeah.
I mean, I learn something new every time I watch somebody else do it. I really do. I've been doing this 2.5 years. Don't you think I would be bored with watching those Meet Monate live videos? No way.
I watch them too.
I listen to them while I'm doing my errands, while I'm doing whatever. I just set my phone down and I listen. So you guys need to be plugging into that too. It will get you inspired again. It will get you fired up again. And you might pick up one extra nugget or one extra line to help you with that sale.
And if you guys are watching this on YouTube, we will go ahead and put the links for those team pages, the Monate pages, so that you guys can plug in. And so if you're watching this and you haven't ever heard of Monate, this is a good place for you to plug in and reach out to anybody that you know, or reach out to one of us and we can get you some help. So the next thing I think we want to tap on specifically for my group is, I think it's an incredible how achievable getting to the Cadillac rank is. I'm talking achievable.
Yeah.
I have one of my girls just hit it in 2 months, 8 weeks.
Yeah, you've had 2 girls.
In 8 weeks. That's amazing. Where most companies, that's the pinnacle of success, is a vehicle. Not with Monate. But the tricky part in that is it's such a rush of excitement to have such a large tangible reward that sometimes you'll let the gas off, no pun intended, but you'll let the gas off and go, oh, okay, I feel good, I just achieved this. No, there's so much more ahead. So my advice to you is push for director. I got that Cadillac and I took a big deep breath, but that exhale only pushed me forward with more momentum, and now I'm finding myself sitting at director. So I would just encourage you to dream bigger. And that's what I'm finding with these ladies, and especially meeting with them today. I found myself looking at, help me find a bigger dream, because my dreams quickly became my goals and I'm crushing those goals. So I need more to strive for. And I want to encourage you with that. You may just have signed up and just got started, but it will work very quickly. If you focus on product and people, you will get a paycheck, and those ranks just come in time. And it just comes as your team grows. So focus on director. Director is so achievable, it's scary. And if you know that is your end result, it doesn't matter how long it takes to get there, as long as you're working towards that, and that is, that's in your sights and what you're going towards, it will happen. You have to believe it will.
And sometimes for a lot of people with, full-time jobs and stuff, this is a 4-year career.
Yes.
Everyone says this is a 4-year career. So dedicate everything that you possibly can doing those things that are effective now, and you won't have to wait 4 years for this to work. You won't have to. I mean, anybody can do this as quickly as you can. It's just, how often are you doing those things that are actually working with your business? I've got people who will sit down at their desk, have everything neatly lined out, and think that they are actually working their business. No, the people who are really making the money and helping other people to make money are those ones who are frantically driving, voice texting, or on the phone doing calls, and don't shower and don't do their dishes.
Can't get to things for like 3 days.
There's no time to organize.
They forgot to let the dog out. I mean, this is the stuff that makes
real
you
life.
income. It is so
life.
real life. So, just remember, if you are having struggle to getting your feet off the ground, what are you doing? What are you doing that is the things that really do work? And planners are very important. Write down the things that actually helped you make money. And some of the things that help you make money are
events.
Events are huge. It is one of the number 1 highest paying things in network marketing, and network marketing is the second highest paying gig next to the NFL.
Yeah, we have to be doing events, because as you're talking to people, you always want to have somewhere to invite your potentials, whether it's your customers or your prospects. But you always want to have an event on the books, and it doesn't have to be a big grandiose thing. But for me personally, in Dallas, I have a set event every month. First Monday, second Wednesday of every month. It's at the same place, at the same time. I know the same people are going to be there with me that are bringing their potential people. So if you're in a location where maybe you don't have Meet Monates yet, be the pioneer of that.
Step it up.
Yeah. Don't wait around for somebody else to do it. Go ahead and get one going. Because you don't, like Julie was saying, if I had waited for Julie to be available for every event that I wanted to host or wine and wash, I would be stuck back at MMB still. I don't wait on her. She's there to support me, but I move. I'm scheduling and I'm taking initiative on these things on my own. Same thing with this girl, and that's why she's moving so quickly.
We can't keep up with her.
There's no waiting around. She's taking initiative on things, and I'm like, wait, what? Where are we going?
Wait, what are you doing?
Okay, we're gonna go. This is what we're gonna do.
Like, who is this girl?
So you want to get the events going, and you don't want to rely on somebody else to get them scheduled for you. You guys definitely have to have those going.
And an event can be done with one person.
Yeah.
Party of 2, hello, do it. I mean, one person is all it takes in order for you to have this large team. I remember this was an excuse. I honestly just wanted to go see Sarah. I had just moved away. I was gone for a while. She had an event planned, and I was like, I'm going to be there. I don't have nothing else going on. I was stagnant in my business, too. I drove 4 hours to go to an event that Sarah had, and there was her mother-in-law.
2 girls that were already signed up.
And then a friend.
Same with mine. I didn't have anybody.
There was
I was there. Yeah. And guess what? That one girl that showed up is now
she's an MMM.
Oh,
running for director.
Yeah, the one girl that signed up or showed up is an MMM. And I apologized to her up and down. Like, I am so sorry that you drove down here for this. Nobody was here. I felt so bad.
I had so much fun.
But she knew because she had seen it before. And
so
we're telling you guys, do not cancel your event if you only have one person that's RSVP'd. That one person can turn into 20 people really quick.
Yes. And the worst thing that you can ever do at an event, if you are there waiting on other people to show up, put this away.
Absolutely.
You treat that one person like you created that event for that one person. You give them the respect because they're there. So get off of your phone. Don't worry about the other people who didn't show up. If you've got someone there, you give them their time.
And also, if they're existing, like I had my launch, no one showed up, but all of my market partners did. But all my market partners did. I think we had 6 or 7. So it turned into a mass training. It turned into a very meaty thing. And I have a lot of girls that go, well, I'm not gonna have. I only have 10 people. I'm like, that's a lot of people. First off, even if you only have 1, you spend more one-on-one time with that person. God knows what they need, and so that's one of those things where you're getting that time to pour into them. It's already a set time. Roll with it.
Yep.
Yeah, I totally agree. But yeah, I definitely want to stress pushing for director. You know, we set our sights so quickly on the Cadillac. You guys, I cannot tell you the world of difference, and not in just lifestyle and income being a director, but the experience. And life is all about experience, right? That's why we're doing this, is for more experience. Experience helping other people get there, experience helping change our families' lives, changing our own lives. But the way that this company treats us as directors, I guarantee
it's royalty.
You've never been you've never been treated that way before. It's amazing. And if you're a director, that means that you're helping so many more people change their lives too, which there's no better feeling than to do that. So set your sights on director. Don't stop at MM. That's just halfway there. You want to get to director. So with that, perfect. We're going into leadership.
I like it.
Okay. I'll let you do it.
I had no idea coming into this that I would end up becoming a leader. Like, I truly just thought, oh, I'm just going to sell a bunch of product and show people how. No. Every day when I wake up, I'm focusing on leading people so that they can duplicate the leadership that I'm instilling. It can be positive leadership. It can be negative leadership. It can be bad. It can be, you gotta make a choice in your heart what kind of leadership you're going to put out there. A lot of that comes from self-development, whether it's Bible devotionals or Eric Worre. We've talked about that. You pour into yourself so that you have something to pour back out to others, because you will become a leader in this business. It's inevitable. Don't be scared of it. You are worthy. You can do this. But each one of us that finds that success is because we're leading people. It's not up. It's my whole team isn't looking to Julie or Sarah. They're looking at me. And then their downlines are going to start looking at you. And so you want to start thinking, it's not about me anymore. My paycheck is not about how hard I struggle or work. It's about how much can you help your team grow? What can you pour into them? So I want you guys to really be focusing on that shift of being a market partner to being a market leader. You're a leader. You're really, truly taking a whole room of people. It's like loading a bunch of people on a school bus. If you're riding a bike, you're riding it alone. If you're on a school bus, you're taking a whole bunch of people with you, and they're looking to you to get there safely and get there properly.
Yeah, and they're exactly like Brittany said, your team is only going to move as fast as you are. And if you're sitting back thinking, okay, I've already brought in 6 people, I'm totally just going to rely on what they're bringing in. I don't really have to work anymore.
That's so not true.
No,
this isn't the business for you.
No. Because what happens is
but you can change.
Yeah. You can tell there's totally still time.
Hang on. We fixed you.
But your market partners who are sitting there working their butts off are looking at you resentfully, thinking, she's just chilling like off of my work. And then they're going to stop working. Or they're looking to you for leadership and guidance thinking, well, I only have to move that fast in my business. If you want your people to run, you better run too. So I'm running as fast as I can because I want my organization to run as fast as they can too. I would never ask them to do something that I wasn't willing to do, ever.
So this is actually a really cool example. Pace. I've only been in for 5 months, and I qualified for my Cadillac. It takes 3 months of qualification to achieve and actually get the keys to your Cadillac. Guys, I am an MM. I achieved that a couple months ago. I'm a director, and I don't even have the keys to my car yet. So that just explains, had I stopped, the other 2 ladies that just achieved it probably wouldn't have reached it because I would have been going too slow, okay? I would have held them up. You've got to move faster than that. And that's why these ladies are helping me dream bigger so that I don't hold any of you up, because it really, sky's the limit. And I really feel like even SED, there's a cap on. I mean, there's so much more beyond that rank. That rank is a formality of a congratulations of check. You're on this point on this list. But that does not mean stop, even at SED.
Yeah, and I think that there is a mind shift too in the way that you think, act, and show people. From Market Mentor and from MMB, let's go back to MMB. A lot of you guys are MMBs here.
It's huge.
Listen, like from MMB and beyond, in order to get those MMBs, you're going to have to start getting into this rhythm that comes naturally, okay? Because you need 8 MMBs wide to get to the very top. So if you can get into this rhythm, you can continuously work this business forever and not hate your life. You can honestly work a job and make a lot of money and be miserable. But with this, you are going to be pouring into yourself. And Eric Worre and everybody else says, and I 100% believe it, you will only earn the amount of dollar signs as much as you learn. So remember that. The more that you pour into yourself, the more that you can earn in this industry. This industry pays out one of the highest paying gigs in the world.
I almost think it does pay the most.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I would be challenged to find any other MLM or network. I don't think there is anything else out there. I truly do not believe it is.
It is. It's crazy. And you know what? People wouldn't be making this kind of money if they didn't like it. So if you're really frustrated with your business, then you're doing it wrong. Okay? So you're going to hit those walls. But the thing about what this does is what it does to you. It's not about what Monate does for you. It's about what you do for your business and for yourself. You will constantly be molding yourself and changing yourself and reinventing yourself because you never want to stay stagnant. I don't want to be that same person I was 2.5 years ago, feeling scared to death to talk in front of people, feeling like I had nothing to offer in life, feeling like I wasn't the best wife I could be. This business has changed me because of what I've poured into it. And so you can be good enough to change every single day. So every single day, do something that will better you. And every time you better yourself, you're going to love this rhythm that will continuously come, that's going to build your MMBs, and it's going to allow your friends to make the kind of money that they've dreamed of too. Because it's not fun. Even if you make $20,000 a month, it's not fun when your friends are still struggling to pay the bills. And that's what this is about. It's about you owe it to them. You owe it to them to show them what it takes. And by leading by example, everything that you do is what your team is going to do. If I stop recruiting today, my whole team will stop recruiting today. So think about that. I just recruited 2 new market partners this month. Okay, for a senior executive director who's been doing this 2.5 years, don't you think I would have ran out of leads by now? No. I keep going out and I keep going and meeting new people because my job
And it's not your hometown.
It's not my hometown. I've never been here. You guys saw the town today.
She's going everywhere but her hometown because she's already gone through them all. Let's go somewhere else.
There's nothing here.
Don't think that even when you jump in, oh, well, my town that I live in is really small. Oh, no. The world is really big, and there are some states with no market partners in them. Go for it. You got this.
And you know what? Start building yourselves into new hobbies and new things that you like to do because you're going to meet other people who do those same things, and then you have similar interests, and then you have new potential friends, new potential market partners. But don't beat around the bush with what you do. If you run into somebody today on Facebook, or if you do anything out and about, you don't have to throw up on people. You need to shine your light. It's kind of like with Christianity. You don't shine Christianity to other Christians. You shine it to the people who've never found that before. So it's the same exact concept. You got to go out there and show people that there's a really good life out here. There's really more than what you've seen. There's so much more. And so the second that you start opening up their mind and trying to get other people to dream bigger. That's the whole concept of our entire life, is to dream bigger and to go for those things that make us uncomfortable, not knowing how to get there, but taking step by step and getting into that rhythm that's going to continuously allow you to flow not just at SED, but to bust 10 SEDs. That's what this is about, is to get into that rhythm that's going to keep flowing.
I love it. And you're going to find, too, that this isn't necessarily for everybody.
It's not.
You're looking for the people that it is for. You're going to hear no. You're going to have those messages that people look at it. You know how you can see the bubble when people look at their messages and they don't respond? You're going to have that. And that's okay, because every single no, every single avoided message is a deposit into your success bank. Because success does not come easy. You have to come through those things in order to even get to success. Right. So count every one of those as a deposit into your bank. And the other thing is, too, is that you have to start here. If you don't believe in yourself, if you're telling yourself every day that you're stuck in a small town, that you don't know anybody, that you're not good at social media, that you can't do this, that I don't know how to do sales, if you're telling yourself that every day, that's exactly what's going to come through. You're right. Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right.
I just fake it.
Lie to yourself.
I'm so good at this.
Straight up lie to yourself. You tell yourself, I am going places. I am going to get a new market partner. I am going to recruit a Brittany Pillars. You guys, this can happen in your business as long as you start projecting it out there. And if you guys don't believe me, go watch the movie The Secret. That movie changed my life. Like, seriously changed my life. Wait, hold on a second. Watching the movie didn't change my life. It was applying the movie that changed my life. So anytime you guys watch something, start applying it. Stop watching crap and not applying it. Stop reading things and applying it.
And close the book.
Don't watch this video and not apply it.
There's one
Get uncomfortable. Go apply it, or else you just wasted all of your time.
Yeah, and use that as your navigation. If you're scared of something, or something gives you with the sweat mustache, that's a good indicator that you need to be doing it.
I got the sweat beard most of the time, but I just pretend. And half the time I'm a total geek. You guys know I'm a retard online, but I just roll with it because someone is going to find that silliness like-minded, and it works.
Yeah, and you do not have to be a Brittany Pillars. You don't have to be a Sarah Reed. You don't have to be a Julie Stevens. You need to be who you want to be in 10 years. You need to start chasing that person that you want to be one day. So you just keep going after it and keep molding yourself because somebody needs to see you be that person.
And the fact of the matter is, Julie's going to encounter it. I'm going to encounter it. Brittany's going to encounter it. There's always going to be those people that feel like maybe we don't give enough, or maybe we're not providing the tools that they need in their business. And one of the best things that I ever learned from Julie is, look, if we're not the leaders that you want us to be that for your people.
Yes.
If you feel like we're lacking in certain areas, be that for your people. Use that, again, as your navigation on how to direct your teams, because we're human, you know? We're going to make mistakes. We're going to fail forward. We might not be everything that you need to be, but you can be, and you can be that for your teams
Well, and
too.
there's other leaders out there. Like we said, personal development. That's where those gaps are going to be filled.
Right.
Because, you know, your upline, we're strictly kind of just like a cheerleader, like, yeah, you got this. And
we're figuring this out too.
Yeah, we really truly are still figuring this out. It doesn't matter. She's still figuring out, and she's been here since pre-launch. So just focus on the way it works for you. Like, figure it out, calibrate it for you as a person. But I think we have a really good challenge to leave you guys with. I want you guys to step out, do a live video. Do a live video. Pretend you're talking to your best friend.
Actually, ask your best friend to jump on and watch so you can talk to them. That's what helped me so much. I told Sarah before she did a live video, I was like, just tell me before you go on there so I can jump on there and just talk to me. And trust me, I knew how nervous she was. I know her. She knows how nervous I get when I get on there. Okay? Like, I'm a little bit more comfortable now, but oh my gosh, have you guys ever seen me just jump on there and start trying to talk about Monet? It hasn't happened. You know why? Because I'm freaking out just thinking about it. So I'm still scared.
Yeah.
I'm still scared.
But she does it anyway.
I do.
I literally was so freaked out. She asked me to do a Meet Monet Monday or two ago. I freaked out. I thought I was doing onboarding. I didn't even know what I was talking about. That's how nervous I was. But it turned out to be beneficial, and maybe only for a handful, but it was beneficial for those people, and that's all that matters. Because if you have friends on Facebook, then there is one thing in common they have with you, and more than likely you're going to share one thing about Monet, and it will be a mutual agreement of some kind. And so jump out there, because here's the thing. With all the success that I have found, I've seen a lot of no's. A lot. But I just push past it and I move on to the next yes. But here's the thing. I've had people that have been watching my videos for weeks that I didn't even know were watching.
Years.
Or that all of a sudden just went, oh, well, hey, I've been watching for weeks. I decided. You don't know where they're at in their life. You don't know where their finances are. You don't know where emotionally they're at. You don't know if they're recovering from something where they're physically wanting to do it, but they're not ready, so they're not going to tell you they're ready yet. So don't second guess and think that jumping online is a waste of time. It's not. And if you're scared to tell your story or you're not ready yet, grab a product. Talk about why you like the root lift or the hairspray, and just leave it at just little tidbits are sometimes better. It's always better than vomiting Monet on people.
Show them how to use it. That root lifter can be used, I mean, in so many different ways. The taffy can be used in 2 different ways. You
Spray
guys,
it on a cat.
In my mouth. We did that. I accidentally sprayed Sarah in the mouth with a shine spray today. You know, and here's the cool thing is, like, buy product, try it out, show other people how to figure it out. This is things, you know, that you guys are going to be learning as you go along. And here's the thing. If you're going to start doing live videos, if you really want to fly in this business, live videos is where it's at, but don't stop. Please don't do a live video this week and then wait 6 months.
Yeah.
Be consistent.
Yeah.
Be consistent,
And what
please.
will happen is people will do a live video and then they'll go, nobody
No one
watched
watched
it.
That didn't work.
They will.
It didn't work.
It doesn't work for me either.
And stop doing it.
Yeah.
The average person takes 6 to 10 exposures to something before they go, what is that?
Amen.
So you need to be constantly exposing them. So for me personally, I've been doing this for 2 years now. I've been doing live video for about 1.5 years. Now, I don't have to go out and prospect. People come to me because I have a constant exposure rolling. Every week I'm going live. It might not be about money, or I'm educating them about the products or hair in general, or about business, talking about my life. Something where they know me, I'm exposing them to me. They can trust me. It's going to take a little bit of time to get that ball rolling on the live train, but you've got to do it because you're going to bring in 800% more views. 800% if you were doing live video. Wouldn't you rather get more bang for your buck?
And you guys, your business right now, you're starting off. If you're seeing tremendous success, then okay, wow, you guys are a part of the small percentage. For most of you guys are going to feel like you are pushing a freaking car with the parking brake on uphill. Okay?
That's how I felt.
For most of you guys, you will feel that way.
Yeah.
Okay? Trust me. Once you get it up to the top of the hill, you push it down and the parking brake comes off and it will just start rolling. But the thing is the parking brake has kind of come off for us. We are still here trying to help you guys get that car up the hill because we know what happens when you get it to the top. Some months will be so simple in your business. Some months you will have people just coming to you to sign up. Okay? Then you don't have to try recruiting anymore. But right now, if you just put really hard effort into this, and I mean hard as in simple things, the Meet Monet. Listen, those facts are good enough. Get out of your own way. You're not any more special than anybody else. You share the facts of the company because they are good enough. You share those simple things and make it and just be consistent and be uncomfortable. Once you get that ball rolling up the hill and you get the car at the top, it will start sliding down. So I promise you guys, there is light at the end of the tunnel. And once you get it up there, it is so worth it. It is so worth it. So the people who are going to be successful and the people who are not are the ones who are going to quit trying to get it up the hill. That's the only difference.
But then that car's going to run over you, and that's a lot more painful. So keep pushing.
Just do it anyway.
No one wants to be run over by a car. Because then when it runs you over, you're going to go, dang, I wish I would have pushed it over the hill instead of letting it fall on me. And now that's painful because all your friends are making all the money.
Are doing it. Yeah, we're all going through these. Yeah. It didn't just happen for us organically. Trust me, it didn't. Brittany put in so much work to make what she's
Mine was like pushing a train. And I knew if I stopped pushing that train, it was really going to hurt and it was going to cause a lot of damage on a lost opportunity. So I didn't have a choice, and neither do you. You got this.
You've got this. And trust me, it will work. So you guys just go out there and believe in yourself. We believe in you, and sometimes that's the key factor, is believing in your people as you're signing them up before they believe in themselves. Because the second you believe in somebody, everybody else is sold, including themselves. Okay, even if you find something good in somebody that's going to help them in the business, start pointing that out. Because true leaders find the best in people and make them better. They don't find the bad things. They don't find the negative things. They find the good qualities that they have and make them way better. And that's what the Erdenettas did with me. You know, they taught us that at one of the leadership summits. So if you guys have never heard of a leadership summit, you get to go on these trips for free whenever you hit like just Market Mentor and up. They ship you out, treat you like you're royalty, and they train you hardcore and spend millions of dollars to invest in you. And that leadership summit that I have gone to, I've gone to two. The last one is what changed everything for me. I was stagnant, losing 20% of my income. I lost 20%. I was making $25,000 a month. By the time that leadership summit came around, I lost 25% of my income. And then after that, I started growing 20 to 40 to 60% every single month. So
but it wasn't something tricky she learned about Monet. It was a mindset shift.
It was
personal
all up
development.
Here. It was all up here and putting the action into things that actually worked. I quit scuffling with the things that I was trying to reinvent. I was just like, this company is way smarter than me, so why don't I listen to them? Get out of your own way. Quit trying to reinvent the wheel. Just do what other people are doing before you. And it's kind of like those stepping stones. If you feel like maybe there's something that I'm not doing that's helping you, something Sarah or Brittany's not doing, we are laying tread stones. Okay, there's gaps in between those tread stones. You may have to leap a little bit to get to the next, but add another tread stone if you feel like that's, because that's your position. That's what you're good for. You know, you guys need to be laying that tread stone. And before you know it, you've got a sidewalk that is clear for everybody to walk on.
Yes.
So just fill in those gaps and be the things that you feel like you need us to be, because that's where you need to shine. We need people like you to shine, because that's what Monet needs. We're here to lead leaders to become leaders. We're not here to make sales. We are here to build leaders to become leaders. There's no way I could do the sales or make the income I have made without investing in my people and allowing them to step it up and be better than me. And you want people better than you.
Yeah, and I just want to interject with one little thing here, because one of the best things that Julie ever did for me was give me some tough love. There was a point where I was really caught up in myself and I didn't want to do what the company recommended. I was really trying to reinvent. I wasn't onboarding. I wasn't leading my team. And I still couldn't figure out why I was stuck. Seems a little bit crazy looking back. But there came a point where she didn't want to hear my sob story anymore. And she wouldn't talk to me if I was sobbing. The only time she would talk to me is if it was something good and positive.
It was depressing.
She got tired of it. She was trying to build her business, and I was like trying to hold her back.
I was trying to recruit.
And
I'm struggling too. I don't know what to do.
Get out of here. Get off my bus.
And so the best thing that she did for me, honestly, was stop putting up with my BS. And I had to realize for myself that this is my business. It wasn't her fault whether I succeeded or failed. All she was responsible for was giving me the tools and the resources to make it successful. It was up to me to apply it. So if you feel like maybe Julie isn't enough, or I'm not enough, or Brittany's not enough to lead you to success, I would really take a shift and look at who's responsible for your business, because it's not us. Because would you really want us taking the credit? Taking the credit for your success? No.
Yeah.
You did that, not us.
Yeah.
So it's the same goes for failure. So step up, take initiative, take responsibility for your business, and put all of this stuff into action. And I guarantee you will see big, big results.
Big.
100%.
Lots of commas.
Yes.
Yeah.
Big.
I'm excited. Well, some of you have said the sound isn't working, so we're going to save this video, post it to YouTube, get you some info, we're going to share it. But you guys are loved. You have 3 people that love each one of you. And although sometimes we're spread very thin, you have our attention and our heart. And sometimes it just takes a little longer to get a hold of us, but that's okay. That just means it gives you more room to, like she said, fill in those gaps, so that next time we talk to you, it can be something even bigger than the question that you initially had.
Yeah.
So I think that's all we got.
I think that was great.
Yeah,
All right,
thank you,
guys.
Yeah.
We'll see y'all soon. Bye.
Bye, guys. See ya.